Right, we're live. Hello everyone. I'll give it a couple of minutes and then, maybe not a couple of minutes, but a tiny bit, just because I pretty much just woke up. Obviously, the notes have dropped. Um, there's some wild things. There's some really wild things. Obviously, different cards got different amount of buffs and nerfs, respectively. There's a lot of buffs. A lot of buffs. For a few nerfs sprinkled here and there. There's some really interesting changes to a lot of the characters. I think Claudio's got one of the most interesting changes I've seen so far. I haven't read through all of them yet. I think I've read through like Akuma, Geese, Noctis. Noctis has some really interesting buffs. I think he will actually be relatively viable now, maybe. Definitely something that will help his game. And I mean, I guess I might as well just get straight into it. Right, so Claudio actually got a very, very big buff. And I want to go into this before, like, straight away, because this is freaking massive. So before, things like forward starburst forward 1+2, starburst down 1+2, starburst down 2. Obviously, as the name implies, you needed starburst to use it. Now, this is the difference. This season brings effectively takes the whole idea of starburst and twists on itself. So you don't need starburst anymore. Not to execute those moves at least. So starburst down 1+2. Down 1/2. You can do it without starburst. Same with forward 1+2. It all works without starburst. So that's a massive buff, and as far as I can tell from here, it doesn't fully say anything. But as far as I can tell, there's no frame data change on them. So they should operate as normal. So a forward 1+2 should still be I16, and probably still just as minus some block. But yeah, so that's one change to keep in mind. That basically Claudio now has access to all his moves, so his limitation without starburst is basically gone. We took away his limiter. So that's already going into this. That's already a really good buff. But yeah, to start off, so back 4-2 rage drive cancel is now a hold input as opposed to double press, which is nice, I guess. Because there are some moves like you could do back 4-2 into, and then if it's blocked, you can go straight into the command grab, which is a bit iffy because you have to do forward effectively 4 times. So this is, I guess, a nice change. Makes it a bit simpler to execute. We have a new move, 1-3. We have no idea what this is. So I reckon this. It's really hard to say what this will be. I think it might be some sort of a punish. Maybe like an I12, I13 punish. Maybe. But it's hard to say. I'm assuming it will be high, probably. Probably high. I think majority of Claudio's 3 ending strings are highs. So it will probably be high. Right, the 2 jab is now -3 on block. Okay, it kind of sucks, you know, that's not great. The 2 jab had fairly decent range compared to the 1 jab. But you know, it wasn't massive. Opponent close from block and hit. That's both, I guess that's decent because it ensures the 1 follow-up hits, and I guess on block it might be a bit more iffy, but no, it's hard to see that one. Change from +6 to +3 on it. Again, that's not great. Obviously, you're losing a tiny bit of frame data there, but that's fair enough. It's not a crucial nerf. 2 and 2-1 wasn't used that much. Right. So now the 2-1 actually got buffed overall compared to the 2 jab. So change from 11 frame to 6 frame on block. That's nice. It's safe now. Because sometimes if you inputted 2-1 by accident, or if you did like 2 and then you just wanted to like get as much damage from it as well, or something, they blocked it or whatever, you'd eat an 11 frame. So now it's safe. And you have like that 4 frame opening still. And on hit, Now this is pretty good. On hit it's now +5. So using it as a punish, I think 2-1 was something like 12 or 11 frames. I think it was 11. So that's decent. You can get a nice plus frame. +5 is okay, I guess. 2-1-2. Now this is pretty big. No longer because of starburst, and it's cruise and counter hit. So now I guess you can do 2-1 and then delay the 2 to try to prompt him to press buttons and get a counter hit. Again, the frame data hasn't changed on that as far as I can tell, so you will still be unsafe. You know, the possibility is there. So I guess one more delayable string that is now viable. That wasn't really viable before. I mean, you could use it, but it's, you know, it was like so-so. And you can use this in combos now. Hey, Risky. I'm feeling good, but it's like there's a lot of changes that I really like, but there's some things I'm really a little skeptical about. But overall, really excited. Really freaking excited. How are you feeling about it? But 2-1-2. So now we have 4-3. Is that 4-3? Yeah. Right. So 4-3 is a mid-high. So it's a high now. That's curious. But it's safer. Screw and counter attack. So that's nice. I've heard that forward 3 and 4-3 both screw on counter hit now, which is really good. Yeah, forward 2-2 looks really good. I think forward, especially because you get a flip over as well near the wall. A little bit more damage is nice because that wasn't actually that viable against the wall. And the frame data is good. But yeah. All right, 4-3 is now natural combo. Right. So that's a new 12 frame punish one. Yeah, 4-3 is a new 12 frame punish. I don't know how much damage we're talking about. I don't actually remember, but that's fine. That's pretty decent. I mean, it's a high. I don't know if it jails. It doesn't mention anything about jailing. It says the input window's higher. Not sure if that means that we can hit confirm it. But yeah, down back 4-3, nice. Down back 4-3 is good. Yes, that's a really good change. So standing freeze got to change now as well. Upon reaction, counter hit and mid-air hit was changed. So not sure what that's gonna mean exactly. That they mentioned was like reaction changed, but it's really hard to say. So it's probably safe to assume either knockdown or some sort of. If it's crumple, then that's really curious. I guess the mid-air hit will mean that they spin in the air, probably. Again, hard to say. Forward 2-1 is now -10 from -13. That's pretty okay. I'll take that. On hit, it's a bit more plus. Again, from +3 to +6. It's really good. Input window change from 16 to 12. So less time. I guess can't try to hit confirm it. Right, 2-1, 1+2, less damage. Natural combo on counter hit. Now, this is great, because now if you hit 2-1 on counter hit, you can get the shoulder as a follow-up. So this is actually a really decent counter hit string now, which is what I wanted them to do, because all his strings are horrible before. Alright, so we have two decent counter hits, and I'll inform 2-1-2 and forward 2-1, 1+2. And obviously that breaks walls, wall splats. So that's actually pretty decent. I'm actually kind of happy with that. Forward 2, okay, did that. Forward 2-2. All right, more damage on forward 2-2. Again, decent. My 1 frame difference. I'm not sure how much difference this is gonna make. I guess it's gonna make punishing it a tiny bit harder. Which I'm not complaining about, because sometimes I guess you can get like an accidental forward 2-2 sometimes. It doesn't happen to me that often, but I guess on the occasion it does. It is helpful, I suppose. Right, forward 3. Okay, so this is a big change. Forward 3 is now a high. Not -5, but -9, but -5 instead. opponent. Okay. Oh, so this is curious. So it's -5, but it's got pushback. Now, we all know how Claudio and pushback works. So, down forward 4, back forward 2. They all have enough pushback that if they try to jab after it to punish or anything like that, bang, you just hop kick. So I guess this is now another move that you can hop kick afterwards, and you got quite a lot of time as well. So you can just wait a little bit and then go for it. Yeah. Screw and count hit again, really good. Change jump status to start from 6th frame to 9th frame. Yeah, it seems very neutral, to be honest. It's gonna reset situation as well, but it is a high, so gotta be mindful of, and it is an I-18 move still. Right, the jump status is decent. I guess that means it will evade lows faster than before, which is nice because I have gotten clipped with it before. But it also means you're gonna get floated earlier in the animation. So it's a double-edged sword there. Forward 4, reaction and block changed. Yo, this is interesting. Forward 4. I think this means forward 4 puts in crouch state. Perhaps, because if it's reaction and block, then I'm assuming it means it puts into crouch state, and it would make sense. It is like an axe kick, so it is a chopping motion. More plus and block, 2 more frames, nice. So now 4-3, 1 trade of jabs. That's pretty damn good. 7.5, and also if 4-3 jails, then this is really good for us. Right, change from 7 to 4 on here. Right, so it's, to be fair, forward 4 on here is yeah, that's it's a bit better on block, a bit worse on here. That's fair enough. Forward 1+2, 1+2. Again, no need for starburst. That's awesome. I'm really happy with this. Down 1-2. Recovery decreased by 1 frame on here. Wait. Oh, okay. On here. I guess you can have a different combo start to it. So that would start of the combo. I guess you can input something better than back 3. Maybe you can forward 3 now, or do something else. I guess this is what it means. Down forward 2. Okay, a bit more damage. That's fair enough. I'll take it. You know, it's nice. Recovery for both players increased by 3 frames. Now see, this is interesting, because if this, when they mention things like recovery increase for both players, like how does that actually relate to punishment? So that would make a, if logically speaking, that would make you launch punishable, I think. But then if the opponent is also has to recover from it, then it's, I don't know, I feel like it's a bit of a nerf, but it's hard to say. I really can't tell those recovery ones. It's a bit unclear. I'll mention this again once we get to hop kick, because that's got the same issue. Right, opponent closer and block. I mean, down forward 2 didn't have that much pushback, so I guess we're gonna be like basically range 0 at this point. Change from +5 to yeah, down forward 2 never gets punished. But then this is the interesting thing. Now, if they both recover slower, then I guess that makes punishment easier per se, because now you can sort of see it. I guess that makes it should theoretically make punishing easier. Like it's, I guess, like those empty frames almost that you see. So you see the hop kick and it's still punishable, and yeah, I guess that just makes punishing easier. That's probably the only thing that I can take from this. Alright, opponent close on block, change from +2 to +5 on hit. That's nice. I'll take this. Opponent further away on hit again. So there's a pushback on hit, closer on block. Perhaps potential to, you know, get those hop kicks in on hit. Hard to say. Gonna have to test that. Like, it doesn't mention any concrete figures for ranges, so that's gonna be all for testing. Down 1, 2. Wait, did I mention? No, down forward 1, 2. Sorry. From 13 to 20. No, sorry, that's not. That's 3, 2, not 1, 2. Sorry, I'm still sleepy. Down forward 3, 2. Yes, more damage. Yes, amazing. And this is great because down forward 3 is 14 frames, and 3, 2 is effectively hit confirmable string. So you're getting more damage for it, and it actually gives it's got decent range. I think it's got a bit more range than back 2, although back 2 got changed, so we'll see about that one. So both Claudio's 14 frame punishers are now better. From -13 to -12 on block. That's nice. That's really nice. That means Feng's shoulder cannot fuck you up against the wall now. That's really good. Opponent closer on block. Okay, so I can see what we did here. So what we did is, before the pushback made this move more difficult to punish, even though it was -13. But now that the pushback is gone, they reduced the punishment window. So it's a more consistent punish, but a lower one. So that's fair enough. I can sort of get behind that, I guess. Because I used to throw out neutral because of the pushback and people wouldn't punish it properly. Opponent reaction hit from side was changed. This is curious. I don't know how this is going to work. Claudio has a lot of issues with moves from side and back because of the way they interact. So like forward 1 + 2 didn't launch from the back. Spoiler for later, I think it probably does now. I guess down forward 3, 2 will just sort of spin him sideways or something. It's hard to say. Like, it's not precisely stated what it does, but it is. It's like that. So we know there's a change there. Again, a lab session in 2 days. I'll probably stream most of it. Especially because I have a day off, so I'm just gonna be here streaming. All right. Down 1, -8 on block. It's fair enough. Small change. You still can't step after it, so fair enough. Down 1, 2. I mean, usually finish that string regardless. I guess it makes it more viable in combos, maybe. Down 1, 2. No longer need starburst. Great. That's really good. Did I mention down 1, 2 twice? No, that's down 2, 1. 2, 2. Sorry, shit. I'm really seeing things today. Down 2, -12. Again, I'm not too fussed about it. It's gonna give some cards a bit of punish. I think most people will still have to while standing for it, or 4-4. So that's fair enough. I guess cards like Gigas now will be able to crouch cancel and do like 1, 2. I guess you could do that anyway before, because if it's -11, but you know, or you could crouch cancel into an 11 frame punish. So there's potential there for some characters, if you're ready for it, that is. Right, but that's okay. I don't mind it being -12. It's a pretty good move, so you know, it is what it is. What do we have? Down back 2, opponent close from block. That's fair enough. Don't mind it too much. Down 2-1. Now this is interesting. So down 2-1 isn't a special mid anymore. It's a mid now. That's good. It's not launch punishable, so if you input it, I mean, not like anybody launched it, but if you do input it accidentally, then it's -13. Change from -4 to -2. Okay, that's good. I guess it's like you can use it as a nice little crash. Yeah, just crash jabs with it and stuff like that. Small amount of damage, but it's something. Down back 3, chain. Okay, one more hit, and one more damage point. It's fair enough. Opponent closer and block. Now, opponent closer block will mean that it's easier to punish. There are some while standing punishes that struggle to hit down back 3 and block. So this is fine. This makes sense. They're making it a more consistent move to punish. That's fair enough, because the game needed consistency in a lot of like sort of punishment sense, because a lot of characters struggled with punishment. So I'm not too annoyed about that. Down back 4 from 11 to 13. Was it minus 11? Really? I thought it was minus 13 all the time. That's fair enough. Change from 0 to minus 2. Right, I guess you won't be able to do like while standing 4 after it. Opponent reaction on crouch hit was changed. Trying to think how that's gonna affect it. I'm not sure how that crouch hit's gonna look, but we'll see. Again, a lot of those like crouch hit and like new natural hit effects and stuff like that. We won't fully be able to like judge how they actually are until we get in the lab in 2 days. Alright, down for 3. What Risky said in the chat, it is now a natural hit string, which is really good. That's really, really nice. They reduced the damage on it, well, so you do get 2 hits, but it is lower damage for that reason. And it is now minus 13. Minus 13, and, well, which makes sense to be honest. And a bit worse on here, minus 2 on here. Down back 1 plus 2. Oh, wait, I just clocked. We have an unblockable with our starburst now, and it's viable. Yo, that's sick. That's really good. Especially against characters, like if you get someone in a corner and they have no punch parry, yeah, have fun. You're eating that. So that's really good. And down back 1 plus 2, actually near for some characters near a wall, if you do hit it, it nets you like a free back 3 into 1 plus 2. But it's very situation dependent and how close you are to the wall as well. It's weird, but it does work sometimes. Right, back 1, opponent reaction chain counter, which means back 1 is going to counter hit launch. Again, really good. You can probably deep dash forward, 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 and then just do standard combo from there. Back 2 reaches longer. Praise the Lord. Back 2 range was atrocious. It's a really good move, but the range is atrocious. So now we have a better range on our Mind I-14. I-14 safe punish. That's really good. Also, it crushes highs. So, some highs, at least. It's really good for crushing jabs. So, it's steep mains, beware. We have new. Hey, I think that's a follow. I think. I don't actually remember my notifications. Thanks regardless. Right. Where were we? New move. So we have back 4-1. The move we've seen in the trailer before. Again, no frame data on this. Just as a sort of shot in the dark. And because it's a Claudio staple. It's probably good. So we know it's a high, or it looks like a high at least. It's going to be safe on block, most likely. I'm guessing something like -5, -6 probably. Counter hit launch on it would be nice, but if it's +2, then that's really good. But I don't think they're gonna be that lenient to it. It might. Optimistically, if it was like +2 or like 0, then I would be really happy with it. But it's, if we follow sort of the path of like all the sort of the mid-high mix-ups that Claudio has, then it's probably gonna be like -2, maybe 3, maybe, how to say. But it's fair enough. We'll see what it is. Some counter hit properties and it would be nice. Also, it may be a natural hit. It may be a natural combo. Yeah, it may be. Simply because back 4. Okay, so back for 3. I will get to in a second why. But back for 3-2 is now obviously starburst. Don't need it. You can use it anytime. Back 4-2 is now a natural combo, and back 4-3 is a natural combo. Now this is fantastic. This is really, 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 really good. Because I had people like throwing like punches in and shit before. I guess, yeah, you know, this is nice. Like, it's unnatural hit. This giving you that damage and starburst is lovely. I'll take it. But obviously it is now punishable. Minus 12. It's fair enough. Makes sense. So we're gonna have a safe high, and then the mids are going to be the mid. Alright, so back for 3 is unsafe, and then back for 2 is unsafe. That's fair enough. Back for 3 has better properties than counter hit by 5 frames. That's pretty decent. Back for 2 opponent now closer on block, so our hop kick potential after back for 2 is gone, I guess. And we're just making it consistent punish again, so everyone can get like a nice 12 frame on it. And yeah, back for 3-2 and starburst is now -1. I think that's at the bottom of the sheet, so I'll get to that in a tiny bit. Back for 3. I mentioned that. Sorry, back for 3 mentioned that. Back 1+2, so power crush -13. Opponent reaction hit changed. I guess crouch state, crumple. I don't know. It's hard to say. I guess it's like on hit. It will be better. I guess. It'll increase the recovery by. Okay, so it recovers faster on hit. That's nice. I guess that ties in with the on hit changed. So perhaps there may be some setups there. It's hard to say. Back 3-4, so the backsway blow. Recovery on block decreased by 3. Opponent closer on block. I don't know why we're doing this. Opponent reaction mid or hit was changed. I don't know. Like, no one uses back for 3 for sorry, back 3+4. Oh my, I'm so all over the place with this. Back 3+4. Nobody uses that as a sort of like a reaction to air moves, really. I guess you could. I guess like if you know someone's gonna like DP, I guess you could try it. But then if you know that, I guess you could just backdash and wait. It's a don't know where we're going with this. It's not a great move. I guess this makes it a tiny bit worse, perhaps. Gonna have to wait and see on this one. I do use it sometimes, so I do kind of like the move. But you gotta know the range of the string you're trying to backsway. Otherwise, it's gonna screw you really bad. Right. Now this is where things start getting wacky. So up forward 4, our famous hop kick. No, up forward 3. Sorry, the reverse hop kick, effectively. No, that's up forward 2. Jesus Christ, oh, my glass is fucked. Up forward 2. So up forward 2 was a very nice frame drop before. Lots of plus frame, well, a decent amount of plus frames. It's now, so it went from +9 to -9. So I don't know why they did that. They just took a frame drop that had almost no range away. Recovery decreased by 3 on hit. Curious. Okay, oh. Okay, I might see what we did here. Longer reach on it. That's nice. Fair enough. It kind of needed that, because literally, unless you were at the wall, the thing would whiff most of the time. Reaction on hit was changed. Reaction on mid-air hit was changed. So on mid-air hit, what's gonna happen is this will probably break the floor. If you somehow get in a combo, like you can't get in a combo, but you gotta do it early on, pretty much. But this will break the floor probably. Reaction on hit. I guess it will put you in face down, maybe. It's hard to say. Up forward 3, 1 more frame on block. That's nice. I guess it will still mean 4-3 will trade with jabs though. I think, not fully sure. Change from +6 to +7 on hit. Again, nice. Opponent reaction on counter was changed. I guess on counter hit it will now like sort of flip him over, or like just knock him down. Which is okay. I'm fine with that. That's nice. Gives us more Oki potential, I suppose. Forward 2-2. Move risky mentioned earlier. Damage change, so higher damage. -2 on block, so this is same frame data as down forward 3-2, which is the same mid-high mix-up effectively, or same in principle. Opponent reaction on hit was changed. Now causes starburst on hit. Right, so I guess on the on hit effect will be is a good thing. It's safer, but it is still a high, so that's something to be mindful of. I am kind of curious if starburst animation is just as long. This isn't mentioned in the notes because it's not actually a move, because starburst is a system mechanic. And running 2 has actually gotten a faster animation of starburst, but I want to see if this transitions into other moves as well, because having a shorter starburst animation would be kind of helpful, and I kind of like that. Would definitely help with, especially like at the wall, it would be decent. But you know, this forward 2-2 is looking good, looking very interesting. It's now a viable wall option as well. I mean, it was before, but it wasn't. Just the amount of damage you'd lose from it made it a bit more risky. Forward 2 1+2, opponent further away on block. That's nice, makes punishing it a little bit harder, because it is, I think, -13. Wall bounce on hit, again, that's good. Not sure about the range on the wall bounce, but it looked pretty big. No longer causes starburst on hit, that's fair enough. We have wall bounce now. You probably can just back 2 anyway, or go to the wall and you just get starburst regardless, if you do need it. Although, to be fair, I don't actually know the viability of starburst enders anymore at the wall, but I'll talk about this in a second. Opponent reaction on mid-air hit was changed. Hard to say what it's gonna be, because it's like a explosion animation. I don't know. We'll see how mid-air works on that. Right, running 2, recovery decrease when transitioning to starburst on hit by 3 frames. Okay, so starburst animation is faster. That's good. While rising 2, opponent closer on block. This makes it easier to punish effectively. So not great, but fair enough. While rising 3, a move that nobody ever fucking uses because there's almost no point to it. I think it's like I-15 as well, something like that. It's not great, if not slower actually. Damage change from 14 to 20. Okay. Change from -5 to -9. Like I said, nobody uses it. Recovery increased by 6 on hit. On hit, this knocks down. While standing 3 knocks down, and it wall splats. So suppose near a wall, it's still a viable option if you like block a hell sweep or something. But I don't know. I don't really see a point of it. I guess it's a nice. It's still the option is fair. I'm not gonna complain about options, so it's fair if anybody wants to use it. Right. So what is that? I'm guessing that's while rising 4 as well. It's hard to say. It might be while rising 4 still. I can't think of whatever 4 it is. It's not standing 4. Frame change from minus. No, what is this? Huh. While standing 4 wasn't -11, was it? It should have been perfectly safe. I don't know. I'm not sure what that is. Looks like some potential for counter hit move, but I can't figure out what that is. Maybe like full. It's not full crouch. It's something else. I don't know. I'm not gonna try to guess. I'm way too sleepy to be intelligent. Right, this is what I wanted. I wanted this next change, and I'm very happy it happened. Forward 1 plus 2, upon a reaction hit from side and behind, was changed. Fucking hallelujah, sidestep forward 1 plus 2 now works. Sidewalk all the way to the back, forward 1 plus 2 now works. Thank you, bless you, Harada. This is what I needed. This is fantastic. This is really good, because now you land a really good step and you're no longer punished for this fucking shit. Because before, if you forward 1 plus 2 and you were just too far on the axis, you would be screwed. Because you'd use your starburst and you'd be fucked, effectively. You'd waste the starburst, you got some damage from it. But now you get a nice launch from it. This also opens up the possibility of more back turn combos. I mean, obviously we had the back 4-3-2 combo, and now you have that, and forward 1 plus 2. So, both are good options. I think forward 1 plus 2 will probably be more consistent. Hard to say. I don't know how the Beyblade will interact, but I'm assuming this should be just like a normal launch for forward 1 plus 2. It would make sense that it Beyblades from the back. But we'll see. We'll see how that one works out. I think it's safe to assume that it now launches from back or side. And that's, you know, Claudio mains all rejoice. Down 1-2 in starburst. Change from +3 to +8. This is pretty good, because that's a lot of plus. That's a lot of plus frames on something that you can now use without starburst. Although maybe this is just the starburst option. Maybe this is the difference now. So the normal starburst, the normal option will still be same as it used to be, and then the starburst option is now +8. In which case that's still decent, because you don't need starburst anymore. This just gives you a very, very big frame window to do what you wish with it. Upon a reaction here was changed. Maybe launch if this like tailspins on here, that would be interesting. Maybe some sort of a crumple. I don't know how to say. Recovery decreased by 1 frame on hit. That's nice. You know, it's a little buff. Back 4-3-2 in starburst. Damage changed from 20 to 35. That's a lot of damage. Just this is, keep in mind, this isn't even the combo part. This is just the launch. I mean, back 4-3-2 combos were already very damaging. Like, you could get 100 damage relatively easy on it. And now this has 15 more damage. So back 4-3-2 combos, when you can actually hit them. Oh god, back turn back 4-3 combos. I think like before, like my staple one was like 85, but I could get like 97 at most. Now if we add like another 15 to that, Jesus Christ, like we're reaching like easy hundreds, 110 to 20 maybe even. So that's nice. I like that. Startup changed from 26 to 31, so a bit slower. But then I guess this is the whole string rather than just back 4-3-2 itself. It's safe, and the thing is, it's not just safe, it's -1. Like that's a lot of frames. Like you can crash with it, you can just step after it, backdash, whatever. So that's a nice option. Upon reaction to midair hit was changed. What this most likely means is that this will now break the floor if used in a combo. So imagine doing your standard bread and butter, you know, up forward 3, back 3, forward 4, back 3, forward 2, and then rather than doing back forward 2, you do back forward 3, 2. I think that should still hit. I don't fully remember. I think there's like you can probably remove one here and manage it. But you hit that breaks the floor, and now you get a running 2 at the end. That's a decent damage output right there. So if that's the case, then I'm very grateful for that, because I've been trying to work back 4-3-2 into combos before. Like I thought, you know what, this should break the floor. Like this is a massive slam dunk, but it never broke the floor for whatever reason, and I think now it will do. So a buff to Claudio on on Forgotten Realm. Push back the crease, so easy to hit. That's fair enough. That's nice. Just ensures that this move will be more consistent. I'm okay with that. Jump status frames change from 8 to 30 to 1 to 31. This is kind of wild. So I guess if you happen to whiff this move, you are in jump status Huh, wait. Yeah, I guess if so maybe if someone's trying to knock you out of the last part of it, like that actual jump, I think you jump 7 frames faster than before. So even though the move is a bit slower than it was, like, so we have 5 frames slower, but at the same time you are in jump status the whole time. So also, now this, what I'm curious about is, so you do back for free, which is now a natural combo. The 2 isn't. So the 2 is still not a natural combo. But if the 2 is really high, I mean that will crush lows. It may crush some mids, I guess. Because we never get to use back for free 2 because of how useless it was before. We didn't really get to test things, but there's some potential of maybe crushing at least a small amount of mids, maybe. This is just like pure guesswork. I haven't tried this. It may be unlikely that it does, but it may work. In which case, you know, that's cool. I'm fine with that. That's like, imagine doing back for free to jumping in the air, crushing someone's mid, and then slam dunking them into like 100 damage juggle. Like that's pretty wild. I'd be okay with that. But yeah, what was I gonna mention before is so if starburst animation is now lower, potentially we have obviously more potential to do things with combos. Maybe hit back 2 while not having starburst and still pick it up, or things at the wall. So running 2 into a wall before, you have to do like down back 1 to like while standing 1 or back 3 or whatever, and then yeah, it wasn't like a full wall ender, it was like a specific wall ender just for running 2 into a wall if you didn't have starburst. Now you have that 3 frames, I guess you can back 3 now and just re-wall splat them with it, so that's fine. I'm happy with that one. There's some big changes. Obviously 4-3 is a high, 4-3 is a high as well. I know there's already people in the Claudio Discord annoyed by this, and you know, it's fair enough. It's fair enough, because it is a high now, so you can't fully be like super happy about it. But this is where the mind games come in. So from a standpoint of the playstyle of Claudio, up until this point, there was no need to duck Claudio unless he did down 2-2. Literally no need. Why would you ever do it? Everything is a mid or everything is a high. Just be patient. You don't even have to duck running 2. Just eat that shit and then just do whatever. Like, you can power crash through hop kick if necessary, or you can just eat the decisive 4. Like, it wasn't that much of an issue. He wasn't gonna open you up with grabs because he's only got 1 command grab, so it's a 50-50 regardless. It's a shame there's no starburst grab, but fair enough. So now forward 3 is a high, 4-3 is a high. The opponent has an incentive to duck. Back 4-3 is now a natural combo. Again, another incentive to duck and punish. If the opponent is ducking, they will eat the hop kick, or they will eat the forward 1+2, or anything like that. So we have some interesting potential there. This may actually work in our favor for the most part. Speaking as a Claudio man. So that's kind of nice. I actually don't mind it. I did use forward 3 a fair bit. So this does weaken the running mix up a bit. So you had like obviously like 4-4 for running 2, and then if they were stepping, you could run up forward 3. They can now duck 2 out of the 3 of the options. It's not great, but then you still go forward 1+2. So like they should still be scared to duck. Like, they have the incentive to duck because, you know, forward 3 is like I-18, and it's very slow on recovery, on whiff. So there's an incentive there. But they still have like the potential of eating a really damaging starburst launcher. or non-starburst launcher. I guess just the launcher at this point. Praise Harada once again. So there's that. That changes the playstyle a little bit. I think, I don't know. Oh, I just realized. So this thing that I mentioned right here before, this is sidestep 4. I just clocked what this was. This is, I probably should have mentioned this earlier. Sidestep 4 right here, so minus 11 to my is now minus 12. Again, no, it's fair enough. It's not something I'm a huge fan of, but it makes sense. It's a really good move regardless. This isn't gonna stop it from being a good move. Recovery increased by 1 frame from both players in here. It's fair enough. Now this is where things get curious. Opponent reaction and counter hit was changed. So this will either have, so there's a couple of options. This will knock down. This will launch. Launch is unlikely. Like this, like if this launches, then things just got fucking wild, and Claudio may just shoot up to Estia. But I don't think it's launch. Like it'll be too insane. I don't think it's a launch. I think this will be a knockdown, or it will be like drags down 2, where it gives like that leg grab thing. Which is fine, because that will be massively plus. But it doesn't mention any increase to plus frames on counter hit. So it's likely that this is now a knockdown. I really don't think it's a launch. If it's a launch, oh my god. Like this card is gonna be fucking insane. Like no joke. I'm kind of scared, because I feel like if this is a lot of people will pick up Claudio if this is a launch, because between Starburst and Sidestep 4 he's going to have so many tools, and even though his damage output wasn't great before, like it will be pretty decent now. I don't even, like, if you think about it, in combos maybe not even, a lot of the combos will change now. There's no need to use back 4-2 now sometimes. You can just do back 4-3 too. You might actually, I don't know if you're gonna get slightly better ROK, I guess, and you get more damage from it. So I think all the bread and butters are gonna be revamped for damage purposes, or at least some of them. But yeah, I think this is gonna be knockdown. I think knockdown is fine. Like, you get a knockdown and probably get like down back 3 guaranteed, which makes the risk reward on this move like even better than it was before, because before you got like +4 or something on hit and on counter hit, so it was like regardless of hit or counter hit, you were still okay. But if it knocks down on counter hit and you get down back 3, which is like another, probably on grounded it's gonna be like 15 damage probably, then that's really good. I'm actually really happy with that. But yeah, that's all the notes. I think Claudio's probably got one of the longest. Like we have like 3 pages of notes of changes here. I honestly, it's I'm in a happy place with those notes, but genuinely look really good. I think there's a lot of potential. It's hard to fully say how this will shape up. Like, it's way too early. Like, I've already had heard people saying, "Oh, Claudio is now S tier, like top tier Claudio." Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Like, this doesn't fix the flaw of opening up people. His lows are still, for the most part, very undamaging. Down to 2 is still seeable. Like, you can still low parry or block the second hit. This doesn't change that. Starburst down to 2, natural combo, please. But it's gonna be interesting. Like, I reckon this will bump Claudio up. I think he's got the potential to join, like, maybe like top 15, top 12. I reckon. I think he's in. This will put him in a really good spot. But we're looking at this through like I'm looking at this from a prism of just Claudio. Like, so everyone got changes. I've heard Chloe's looking really freaking good right now. I haven't checked her notes yet. I should probably eat breakfast before I do. But I think Claudio's got a lot of potential. I think he's gonna be. This is gonna give him the boost that he kind of lacked. and this is gonna give us a lot of potential for changing up the combos and doing a lot of new things on Claudio. So, like I said, bread and butter is gonna change. I think there's gonna be a lot of more situational combos for Oki or breaking the floors or breaking the walls. And I think it's gonna be an interesting season for Claudio. I think we're gonna see him more on competitive. Just those changes, I think I'm gonna see him more on competitive. I'm definitely bringing him out. Like day one when this comes out, I'm gonna love the shit out of it, while trying to learn Ana at the same time. But you know, we'll see. Also, for those of you in the chat, I mean, Risky, I'm on PS4 now as well. So if you look for the Pun Life, I am on PS4. So if anybody wants to like play, just hit me up. I probably just have to buy PSN Plus. I'm trying to hit Genbu in like 2 days because I got the trial for PSN Plus or PS Plus, whatever it is, and I hit Usurper yesterday, and I was like, it's midnight, I should go sleep. I think it took me like 51, 52 wins. So I'm gonna see if I can get Genbu in PS4 and go back to PC. But I have Tekken on PS4, so anyone in the chat for games, hit me up. But yeah, anyway, it's 9 AM. I'm gonna go be productive in my life. Thank you for tuning in. I will be most likely bringing a stream on the 6th once the patch notes drop. I also have a day 1 tournament, online tournament on the 6th as well. So I'll try to bring out as much of this amazingness that we have saw in the patch notes on people online in that tournament. But yeah, this is Pun Life. I'm gonna go eat food, and I wish you guys a good day, and I'll see you guys around. Take care.